Houska Castle, a peculiar and diminutive structure, stands 47 kilometers north of Prague in the Czech Republic. Constructed between 1253 and 1278, it served as the seat of power for Ottokar II of Bohemia, who intended to rule his extensive territories from this unique location. Now, here's where things get interesting. Unlike most castles, Houska Castle was built in an unusual location, far from any trade routes. It is perched on a cliff in a mountainous region, surrounded by dense forest and vast swamps. Notably, there are no lakes or rivers nearby, only a cistern to collect rainwater. What makes Houska Castle truly remarkable is its peculiar design. All defensive fortifications are positioned inward, facing a seemingly bottomless hole in the courtyard. This enigmatic feature leads to a fascinating legend surrounding the castle. It is said that Houska Castle and its chapel were built on top of a pit believed to be the gateway to some type of hell. There are written accounts detailing the commencement of construction on the castle. These accounts tell of the Bohemian prisoners sentenced to death being offered a pardon if they agreed to be lowered into this pit and report back on their observations. It's written that one prisoner volunteered and was lowered into the abyss. A few seconds after he vanished into the darkness, it's said that there was a loud scream accompanied by violent thrashing of the rope. The prisoner was pulled back to the surface and was reported to have aged significantly, his face becoming wrinkled and old, and his hair turning pure white. There are accounts of shadowy winged creatures that allegedly flew over the pit during construction, as well as sightings of half-animal, half-man creatures emerging from the pit. At the culmination of the construction, a chapel was built over the largest portion of the abyss, leaving only a small well-like opening remaining. There are reports from present day of a headless horse galloping through the forest, and an old woman who was said to summon people to their deaths. However, this story takes an even more intriguing turn. In March 1939, the German military completed its invasion of what was then Czechoslovakia, now the Czech Republic, and seized control of Houska Castle, occupying it until 1945. Not only did the German Wehrmacht occupy the castle, but also the notorious Schutzstaffel, the SS. The SS is notorious for many things, one of which was their investigations of all things paranormal, including UFOs and the location of Shambhala. Their occupation of Houska Castle is particularly noteworthy because there was no strategic advantage to be gained from this location. Although no concrete evidence remains of their activities within the castle, it's believed that they were attempting to investigate and experiment with whatever forces may lie deep within the Black Pit. What truly lies at the bottom of this pit? Why was such an elaborate structure constructed with armaments facing inwards? Is it to contain the evil from escaping into the world? Let us know what your thoughts are, and as always, stay curious.